Good morning, third graders. It is almost spring break, and on Thursday we're going to be having our third quarter reward movie or homework movie where you'll have a chance to buy a ticket to go to the movie and get some concessions. So today's the day to make your budget. We've done two of these before, and unless you're brand new to us, you are familiar with this process. So I won't spend quite so much time on each step here, but you can certainly stop the movie if you need to take a minute to fill in your blanks and get your budget done. So here we go. First things first, how much money did you earn? Your income is already on your sheet there, but mine isn't, so I'm going to put mine in right here. I'm going to say I made $27. And so I'm going to put that in right there, and there it is. I've got $27 for income, and you have some amount as well. Okay, step two, how much does your movie ticket cost? Here's where you're making a decision about whether you want a front section seat or a general admission seat. You can see that the prices have come down for the seats, but the concession prices have increased. So you'll have to kind of make some decisions based on that. You might want to stop and take a minute to look down at the concessions and make a guess in your mind of how much you're going to spend there before you come up and make a decision about ticket cost. Meanwhile, I know that I want a front row seat. So that is $17. I'm going to plug it in. And there it is. Okay. I go next to my income, and so now I have to make a decision about how much money I'm going to have left for concessions, and I hope I have room to do that here. Let's see. Over here I'm going to box 3 to figure out how much I'll have for concessions, so you go over to box 3 as well. And here it is. I'll move it over a little bit so I have room. And of course, you know how to figure out how much you'll have for concessions. You take the amount you earned in box 1 from doing your homework, and you put that on the top line. And you know this is a subtraction problem where you're subtracting the amount that you've spent on your ticket. So I'm subtracting my $17 from my $27 that I had. You can probably figure this in your head. If I subtract 27 from 17, I'm going to have $10 left. You go ahead and stop now and take a minute to figure out how much you have for your concession stand purchases. I know I have $10. And that's what I have to spend. Okay. Are you back? You're ready now. If you've got all your figuring done up here, you're ready to go to the concession stand and make your choices. So it says choose your concession items, and then it says in parentheses, you may buy up to 6 items this time. And the things that you can get doubles of is you can get double waters, so you might want to get a couple of waters, and you can get double chips. And there's chips down here. Everything else you need to just get a single of because we're limited on numbers of items. So I have $10 to spend. Now, kids do this different ways, and I'll show both ways, and you make a decision on what works best for you. But I'm going to go through and make a decision, but before I do, I'm going to remember in my mind that I have $10, and I'm going to kind of go through and make some estimates here. This is about $1. This rounds up to 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. If I get a large water and each of these things, it's going to cost about $10. I just made a quick estimation. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's see. Let's get a text box down here so we can put some prices in. And I am just about ready to make some choices. I'm not going to get any doubles because the amount of money I have, it's going to be just right to get single stuff. So let's see. I think I'm going to start out with bottled water, and I think I'm going to get the large bottled water. So that's worth $1.25. Here I go. My bottled water is $1.25. Now here's what some kids do. Some kids go over to this work box and they start figuring how much they have left if they spend each time they buy one thing. So they might put their $10 that they had right here. And then that person might subtract the $1.25 they just spent. And when they subtract that, they're going to see that they have $8.75 left, and then they know how much they have to spend on this. You could do that if you like. But I already made an estimate over here, so I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going with things because I know I can get one of each thing from my estimate, or at least I think I can. So let's see. Yep, I want a ring pop. 2. And these are very popular, and that means the demand is high. That's why the price went up on these. They're expensive. $2.50 for a ring pop. I'm going for the roll-up. And that's going to be worth, the roll-up is a piece of cheese and a piece of turkey. Yum, turkey, very, very luscious, that I just got yesterday, and it's yummy. And it's rolled up and put together with a pretzel. And so it's held together with a pretzel. It's a real yummy little item. A luscious little item. That's $2. My carrots and dip, you can choose your dip. We have a couple of kinds of dip. We have what I call yummus, which is really hummus, and we have ranch dressing. So I'm going to get carrots and dip. And I'm going to get, I don't think I have enough for 2 bags of chips, but if I did, I'd say $2 times 2 bags would be 4. But I don't think I have enough. I think I just have enough for 1. So there's my $2. Okay, I made quick choices. Now I'm going to go to step 5, and I'm going to add them all up. Now, if you've been subtracting as you go, you probably already know how much you have left. But I have not, so I'm adding them up. $1.25 plus $2.50, that's $3.75. $5.75, $7.50. Ooh la la, look how close. $9.50 right here. Okay, bring it. $9.50 for my concessions, and I'm going to put that right here. That'll be $9.50. $9.50. That's how much I spent. $10 is how much I started with. So of course, in order to figure out how much I have left, I'm going to have to go down here. Whoops. I'm going to have to go down here and subtract. So $10 I started out with. I spent $9.50. So when I subtract $9.50 from 10, I am left with $0.50. And of course, we'll donate that back to the bank, and we'll start fresh for 4th quarter. Don't forget, if you're a person who didn't do as much homework this time as you had intended or hoped, you can always fix that for the 4th quarter so that you have a lot of money for the very last concession stand of the year. And one last reminder, if you have forgotten your homework one day and you want to quickly get it done in the morning, please come join me at Jumpstart, and you'll be able to keep yourself caught up. Good luck. Enjoy the movie. Can't wait.